Hello, and welcome to another update video about XRP. Yeah, on this chart, we haven't got really any significant changes, but there has been some progress. You might remember from the previous videos that we were watching for potentially another dip and a downside breakout of this triangle that happened. We're going to take a look at that in a minute. In both scenarios that I was tracking, I pointed out the potential for a downside breakout in either a wave C or a wave Y to the downside. We have some clarity about that now, so I'm going to talk about that. But overall, yeah, there are still two scenarios and both are still valid on this chart. They are also both bullish for now. The yellow scenario is the one that is a little bit more aggressively bullish. Bear in mind, this is an Elliott wave analysis, so we're using Elliott wave structures and patterns that allow us to identify market sentiment. And these patterns, these structures that you see on the chart, all they are doing, they are only the tool that we use to determine Fibonacci support areas, and resistances, if applicable. In this case, we are tracking a support area between $2.52 and $2.81. That is the area in which, with a high likelihood, such a corrective pullback should complete. And we've got a first reaction to the support area. Actually, there was a reaction already on the 20th of January, but without clear bottoming confirmation, there was no real upside breakout. Okay, we need really that breakout above $3.40 so that we can watch for the price to reach the $4.20 to $5 area. Now, at the moment, the yellow scenario is still preferred, meaning that a wave 4 triangle completed on the 13th of January, and we're now in a wave 5. And that wave 5 is a 5-wave pattern as well that I've sketched here on the chart. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. So we haven't finished wave 2 yet, while the potential was there already until we broke below this 20th of January low yesterday. It was never confirmed, right? And we talked about the potential of a breakdown either way. The question was just, are we going to hold above the 20th of January low or not? And we have some clarity about that, so we have some Fibonacci levels to watch now. Before we zoom in, let me just clarify, there is also the blue scenario, which allows for a wider wave 4. I've never removed this scenario from the chart. So the question is always, what happens if the market breaks below $2.52? Well, in that case then, we have to watch for a wider wave 4 correction. It would just mean that the overall pattern, we're falling back into the larger pattern, where we currently assume that this wave 4 bottomed on the 13th of January, right? But if the fourth wave low is broken at $2.32 and the break below $2.52 will be a warning, but if that red line is broken, then we have to assume wave 4 is still unfolding. And the $1.96 level, structural support, will come into focus then. Zooming in a little bit, we can see that the current correction that we're tracking after wave 4 in yellow bottomed on the 13th of January. We have wave 1 to the upside, which topped on the 16th of January, and this is seen as a wave 2 correction, a so-called ABC structure. In such a 3-wave correction, the A wave is typically a corrective pattern. The B wave can be a triangle, doesn't have to be. In this case, it was a triangle, a very clear triangle. It's interesting to see that the price broke just at the end of the triangle. Over the weekend, the market simply just moved sideways. Now we have a dip into the support area. Nothing happened really structurally. We always have to give the market space to breathe. So it needs some room. And you can see the support area is still holding. Now, will the price turn around here? I cannot promise that. It will depend to a degree on the wider cryptocurrency sector as well. But if we can now get a break above the $3.14 level, which is the nearest resistance level to watch for us, then this would be a first indication that wave 2 has bottomed. So I need to see a break above that. Until then, the local trend seems to be down. In a correction though, we have overlapping patterns, so it still allows for upside. because the trend is not down impulsively and we're still holding above support. So pay attention to the $2.52 level, below that level $2.32, and to the upside $3.13. That's the update about XRP. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.